We begin tonight with breaking news in the Navy helicopter crash that killed 2 sailors. We just learned the name of the missing crew member. The Navy says the missing pilot is Lieutenant Sean Snyder.
He's 39 years old and from Santee, California. The Navy released this statement on behalf of the family. It says in part, at this time, our hearts and prayers are for Sean's recovery, the other families who have suffered loss, and for the health of the hospitalized sailors. Lieutenant Sean Snyder is a decorated pilot, a man of honor, dedicated husband and father, who is proud and grateful for his privilege to serve his country in the United States Navy. Now, earlier this evening, the Coast Guard called off the search, but at this hour, the Navy is still searching for Snyder. Divers entered the water at 5.
Chopper 10 flew over the scene earlier. There are currently 4 Navy boats and 1 Navy helicopter searching. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Shearwater is off the Virginia Beach coast providing support. Navy officials identified the 2 victims as 29-year-old Lieutenant Wesley Van Dorn and 25-year-old Petty Officer Brian Collins. That information came from a news conference we carried live.
And 10 on your side's Lauren Compton has reached out to the victims' families. And Lauren, how are they coping?
Well, Tom, this is understandably a very difficult time for the families right now. Several family members told 10 on your side they were just too heartbroken to talk to us. We were able to learn more about the men's service, and we found a very touching tribute to one of the fallen.
How can it be? How can it be?
A family's heartache.
How can it be that you're gone?
This is the uncle of 29-year-old Lieutenant Wesley Van Doren on YouTube singing about his late nephew, a crew member who died on the MH-53E Sea Dragon that crashed 18 miles off Cape Henry. 10 on your side spoke to a family friend of Lieutenant Van Doren who says the family is too distraught to speak right now. He would only say this: "We lost a great man." And according to the Navy, a man of great work ethic as well.
He went through flight school and then showed up here in Norfolk and has been attached to HM-14 for his first tour. I knew Wes personally, fantastic young man. Professor Collins has only been in the Navy for 2 years, so this is his first duty station.
We're still working to learn more about the second crew member who died, 25-year-old Petty Officer 3rd Class Brian Collins.
Unfortunately, I did not know Brian, but I know of him and have just heard very wonderful things about him.
Collins has been in the Navy for a little over 2 years. The Coast Guard has suspended their search of a crew member aboard the Sea Dragon that is still missing at sea, but the Navy is still searching. Chopper 10 flew over the helicopter scene and saw a heavy military presence. Among those searching are the guided missile destroyer USS Jason Dunham, the USNS Grasp, and the USS Medgar Evers. Mobile Diving and Salvage Unit 2 has dive boats and divers. Plus, the Coast Guard Shearwater is on standby.
I'm holding out hope that we'll find the missing crew member. I don't know where he is. I can't tell you. It's absolutely heart-wrenching. Pardon me. However, one of the cornerstones and one of the fantastic things about naval aviation is that everyone draws together and helps.
Again, 10 on your side has learned the Coast Guard has suspended their search of Sean Snyder. Coast Guard focuses on search and rescue. They call off searches when they feel they can no longer successfully rescue someone. And we've learned also that the Navy is still searching for Snyder. In the newsroom, Lauren Compton, 10 on your side.